I'm not a millionaire, but I've got 1,000 subscribers. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Euan, and on this channel we talk about personal finance, investing, and what makes successful people tick. But today we are doing a Q&A because I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm so pleased with that. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who has liked, commented, and most of all subscribed, because that is one of the things that I wanted to achieve in 2020 was 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I've reached it in July, so I'm very happy about that. And I've had 800 subs in the month of June alone, which is absolutely madness. So I just have to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed, because it is making this dream closer to a reality. And in my last video I mentioned that Anna from Panda and I are doing a giveaway where we'll be giving away £200 and a bunch of finance books, but more on that later. So let's get on with the Q&A. I've got a load of questions on my Instagram. If you're not following, go do that, so that you can be part of the next one, or we can just have a chat about general things. So the first question is from Money Master Jake, and he says, what is your favourite city? And I would say Paris is my favourite city. Unfortunately, Ruby and I's trip was cancelled in March for her birthday, but hopefully we will be able to go fairly soon. So the next one is from Panda Boss Anna, conveniently, and she says, what got you into YouTube? So Ruby actually got me into YouTube. While we were at university, she was watching YouTubers. I didn't really understand what that meant, but at the time it sort of inspired me to watch a bit of YouTube, and I got interested in Casey Neistat, Peter McKinnon, Graham Stephan, all of the big American YouTubers, and I just got hooked. That was sort of the downfall of my degree. I feel like I could have maybe got first if I had not found YouTube. However, I enjoyed watching lots of YouTube when I was supposed to be doing my work, and here we are. I still passed, so I can't complain too much. So through watching all this YouTube, I was begging to start a YouTube channel. However, I did not have the confidence to start one. I didn't know what I was going to talk about, and I didn't feel like anything that I said would be worthy of value, and so I didn't start one. It took me over a year and a half of leaving university to even put up my first video, and that was August 29th, 2019. What I did was I posted one video, which is still on here. It's about 30 or 40 seconds long, basically saying I've started a YouTube channel and I'm going to make videos no matter what. So it gave me a bit of a push, even though that video is terrible and I couldn't even get my words out, but it just got my foot in the door and allowed me to sort of get over that hurdle and just start creating. And the next question comes from Viviana Tudora. I've probably butchered that, sorry. She says, what are your hobbies and any goals you hope to achieve this year? And congrats on 1,000 subscribers. Definitely count this as one of my hobbies, but hopefully not for much longer. So make sure you like, subscribe, and comment your favourite pizza type. That was the first thing that came to my head. And also I enjoy going to the gym, which I can't do at the moment, playing rugby, which I can't do at the moment, and running, which I can do at the moment, so I'm doing a bit of that. And also photography, so I do like taking pictures, and videography, which I'm not the best at, but I'm hoping to improve my skills. And yeah, so my main goal was to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I've done that, so I haven't really thought too much about what else to do, but I need to get that 4,000 hours watch time, so make sure you put this video on a playlist and just play all my videos through so I can get there and keep providing more content, and hopefully I will get monetized, and hopefully this will allow me to do this more consistently and hopefully get paid to do so. So Free Your Finance asked, what date do you hope to reach FIRE? So FIRE is financially independent, retire early. Nearly messed that up. I haven't got a fire number at the moment because I'm only 24. I've only been in work for 2 years. I haven't really been thinking too much about retirement. I think 30 would be a ballpark figure, and that's what, just over 5 years time. So I don't know, maybe can that be done? Probably not on the current salary, but maybe if I can boost my income and reduce my expenses, that's probably the main part. Reduce my expenses and increase my income so that I can put more money away and invest more. So Archie Dandy _ asks, what is your 5-year plan and have you set any goals? So my 5-year plan is to continue with my YouTube and see where that takes me. Just under 2 months time, it will be a year on YouTube. So another 5 years, who knows where I'll be on YouTube, but hopefully with your help that you can support me and boost me up the ladder, but we'll see. I just enjoy making the content. My main goal is to be a millionaire at some point in my life, but that is probably a long way in the future. It's just a number, but I probably need to think more about my goals because there's 2 questions there asking me about goals and I didn't really have a very good answer. So the next question is from Ruby _ Valentina _ how old were you when you started getting interested in finance, etc.? So I got interested in finance when I was doing my business A-level. I worked out that I really liked the numbers and the finance part of it, and that's just the way my brain worked. So I got interested in that. Before that, I'd already read Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and that sparked my interest because I wanted to learn how to invest and make money. I didn't really follow up on that because I didn't really know what I was doing with my life, and so I was just going through the motions. But now I've got a bit more of an idea what I want to do and what I enjoy and what I need to do to get to a certain point in my life. So Calvin P. Williams wants to know, what are the sectors we should focus on for investing post-lockdown? So as I always say, you should be investing in companies that are great companies and that you can hold forever. It's a difficult one because obviously there will be some that will just skyrocket when everything goes back to normal, like perhaps Wetherspoons or something like that, because everyone goes back to the pub literally today or tonight. In the long term, who knows what will happen to a business like that. You want to be investing in something that is going to be great for the long period of time, perhaps like an Apple or a Coca-Cola, that's my bets, or Google. These companies that are so big and that just ride out all the waves and just keep on growing. So the next question is from Lizzie Moxham, and she says, best money saving holiday you've managed to get so far? The one I like to talk about for this is Oslo, and I've previously mentioned this before, but it was actually £30 for both of us. So it was £5 one way, £5 one way times 2. So it ended up just being under £30, which is absolutely mad. Oslo is quite an expensive place to go. However, we managed to find an Airbnb that was really, really cheap for 4 nights, and I think it was probably £160. So all in all, for flights and accommodation, we paid £180 for 4 days and 4 nights, which I think is actually really, really good. So I just want to mention the giveaway before we go on to the next question. And I've teamed up with Anna from Panda to give away £200 at least and a bunch of finance books which will help you build your wealth. All you need to do to enter the giveaway is to subscribe to my channel down below and subscribe to Anna's channel. We will be checking, I promise. And make sure that you comment down below with your Instagram handle or another way of contacting you if you don't have Instagram. And if you want an additional entry, go over to Anna's channel and comment on her most recent video so that you can be entered into it twice. Good luck to you all. The winner will be announced 1 week from when this video is published on both of our Instagrams. So make sure you go and follow us over there. The links will be down below and I'll put it up here or somewhere. So good luck. So the next question is from Now or Never Finance, and he asks, what portfolio/passive income goals do you have? As I've said in previous videos, I would like my dividend income to cover my expenses so I don't have to work one more day in my life. I know I'm only 24, however, it'd be nice to have that freedom where I do not need to work and I can just sit back and relax on the beach with that cocktail or some nice bubbly. Next question is from Gonzalo. I'm not going to try and pronounce his surname because I will definitely get it wrong. So he wants me to talk about Ideanomics as a stock and an investment. So I had a look into this stock, and it is a very volatile stock, and I don't think it's a good investment because the debt profile is very high. They've got a very high debt to asset ratio, and I don't think that's very good. So I would say nada, avoid that. No. That's just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'll leave a link in the description to one of the articles that I read about this specific stock, and it should give you a better idea of why I'm not going to be investing into it. So the next one comes from Anthony_Field, also known as Evergrow Investor. He asks, what's your biggest motivation and where do you finally want to get in life? Also, you're a boss. Thanks, mate. What's your biggest motivation? So my biggest motivation is to provide security for myself and my future family. I understand that it is hard, life is hard, and stuff is going to come up, but I want to be in a secure place where if anything goes wrong, then I am sorted, because I know stuff will go wrong, because that is life. And where do I finally want to get in life? That is a very difficult question. As I said, I haven't got too many goals. I'm just living life at the moment. This is my main goal and main focus at the moment. So just make sure you support me so that I can get somewhere in life. The next one's from Ahmed VR, and he says, how do you see your portfolio in the next 5 years? So I'm hoping it goes up. I managed to invest most of my money when the stock market crashed in March. So I'm hoping that these companies that I invested in will do well in the next 5 years after everything happens with 2020 and we wipe that off the board, because we don't like this year. I'm not a fan. Once we get this out of the way, then hopefully it should go up. I can't remember who sent me this question, but I'll just read it out for you. Could you tell me what do you think of these ETFs? So the ETFs are iShares Global Clean Energy and iShares Electric Vehicles and Driving Technology. So these are obviously socially responsible funds, ETFs. They're good if you want to be socially responsible and invest that way. However, they do come with slightly higher costs than you would get with, say, a Vanguard ETF like the VUSA, which I have. So that's the only thing I would consider, is how much money are you willing to put into socially responsible funds, because they will take a bigger cut. Kyle Ree asked how to calculate dividends per share using Trading 212 and the information that's given on there. So you can actually find the dividends per share on the app. So I'll just quickly go in and show you. Going into the app now. So let's choose Amazon, for example. You just click onto the Amazon thing, you go down, go to all ratios, click on that, per share data, and we scroll down to dividends per share. And I just remembered that Amazon don't pay dividends. However, it would be there if it was a company that paid dividends. And the last question comes from Liamel Messi. I like the name. And he asked, what are the key figures that are needed to identify an undervalued company? So there is no way of knowing what the true value of a company is, because there are so many external factors, internal factors, and stuff that you can't see on the financial statements. However, there are 3 things that you can look at. So number 1 is the company making profit? What is their profit margin? Is it over 10%? I would say over 10% is a good profit margin. However, if you've got more than that and you're not doing much with it, then it's a bit pointless. So that's another thing, it's not an exact science. So the next one is about current ratio, and that is basically if the company has enough short-term assets to pay off their short-term liabilities. And if they do, then that's good and they're in a good position. However, if they don't, they tend to have more debt than they have assets, which is a bit of a dodgy place to be, because if something does go wrong and they can't pay off their debts, then they'll go bankrupt. And the third thing is the overall trend of the company. So is their profit increasing? Is their revenue increasing? Are they reducing their costs? So you need to be looking at this and see if there is a trend there. If the trend is going the wrong way, then what are they doing to change this? Are they doing something to make sure that they make more revenue in the future? Are they making a new product that can help them make more revenue? Or are they sort of stagnant and not doing anything about it, not being innovative? Because then you don't want to be investing in a company like that, do you? But if you're looking at a dividend stock, then this is slightly different, because they tend not to be growth stocks as well. So you need to look at these companies slightly different, and you need to see whether they are maintaining their levels or slightly increasing. Obviously, you don't want to invest long term in a company that's going down. For example, maybe like something in the oil industry, because you don't know where oil will be in 20, 30 years. You might want to be investing in something that's renewable and something that could change the way the world thinks about energy and electricity. So yeah, that's just something to consider. So these are very basic steps, and I probably will get around to making a video on how to look at undervalued companies and work out what is an undervalued company and what isn't. However, these are a good place to start, but just make sure you do your own research before investing your capital. Anyway, that is it from me. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, please comment, subscribe, like, do all that stuff, because it means a lot, and it just means that I can grow this channel and provide more content for you. I just want to say another huge thank you to you all for being here on this journey with me and hopefully enjoying my content, because I enjoy making it, and hopefully you can tell that. Make sure you are involved in the giveaway, because you don't want to be missing out on that. I'm not a millionaire, but I'm trying to help you become one. So